you're going to be in a scenario where you start to see that covered boil. Airstream owners, I'm about to change your off-grid life. Give me a few minutes and I'll explain how now. I'll admit, saying I'm going to change your off-grid life, it's probably a little bit of a bold statement, but I am going to improve it. Now, with Airstream and really pretty much everything on the market as far as RVs go, they aren't designed to tow a full tank of anything, any kind of liquid. So freshwater, gray water, black water, they're not designed to tow that or to carry that down the road. They are considered holding tanks that you would dump before you go somewhere. Now, most of us that own an Airstream, and if you're thinking about buying an Airstream, you're buying it because you want to be able to visit the national parks in our country, state parks. You're wanting to be able to go out on the BLM land as well. And to do that, you need to be fully self-contained, meaning that you have a full freshwater tank or a full tank of freshwater. Well, Airstreams aren't designed to do that, as well as most of the other brands on the market. And honestly, the way Airstream makes those or builds the camper, the frame starts upside down. The tank just basically gets set down onto it and plumbed in. And then the cover that you can see from outside is put down and bolted on. And that's essentially what's holding that tank up. Now, if you fill that freshwater tank up, especially when you get to the longer floor plans that have the 50 gallon tanks or 50 plus gallon tanks, you're going to be in a scenario where you start to see that covered boil. You're going to get into a scenario where you start to see that cover deform. And what's happening is, because that cover is essentially what's holding the water up, and you've got 50 gallons of water in there or 30, 40 gallons of water in there, it's not meant to do that. You're also driving down the road, so you're bouncing up and down, and that water's bouncing up and down. You're going to start deforming the tank. So the sooner that you can put some extra support on the tank, the better. Now, we did not come up with this. I'm pretty sure a really great guy down in Alabama is who came up with the tank strap. Also, you kind of made it popular on YouTube. And for the most part, if you go to a shop, go to a dealership, they are installing a tank strap that looks something like this. Now, this is stainless steel. We've been installing these for a little bit now. I've also seen like regular steel spray painted, coated so that it doesn't rust, as well as aluminum straps. And all of that pretty much works. What we would do is drill some holes in here that line up with the frame or with the axle itself. And then we'd use something like a U-bolt like this that you can easily get off of Amazon. These are stainless steel U-bolts. And then we kind of, cradle the tank with that kind of strap. Now we've got something better. Right here at Ramble, North Carolina, we are, as far as I know, the only shop in the Carolinas in this area that has these new tank straps available. And we have them available right here at the shop. Also in Texas, at Ramble, Texas. And this is such a better design. This is like DIY to pro level, right? Absolutely pro level. So I'm really excited that we have this and we're able to offer it to you, because I do think it's such a better design for the tank strap. So what we have here, this is one set. If you get the tank straps installed, you're going to get two, and they kind of go 1/3 in from either end. And then they're sized to fit around the tank. So if you can see here, it's got a bend in it. It's basically a U shape. This is going to go around the tank and cradle it, and then we can bolt in on both sides, as you can see right there, bolt right up to the same frame area that is already holding the tank. But then we can give a really nice support, very clean install. And another plus is if you use this tank strap here, you need to have a lift kit installed for it to actually work, because of the tank hangs down lower than the axles do. So once you do the lift kit, then the axles are in the right line, kind of right space, and then you can put these on. You do not need a tank strap with this. These will go right up on there and we can install them, no problem at all. Now they are sized specifically to your floor plan, so the 25 and 27s will fit, we'll use a certain one, then the 28s and up will use a different one. But we have these in stock. I'm really excited that we can offer them here. They're only really a little bit more than what we were doing here with the regular strap as far as pricing goes. Pricing changes, so just reach out to us and we'll be happy to give you the price for what it will look like to install these based on your floor plan. So if you're in the market to get tank straps put on, give us a call. If you're already scheduled to have tank straps installed here at Ramble, North Carolina, like in the future, you're going to get these. You're not going to get the old ones. I'm pretty much just like, whatever. These are like, we're just going to push these to the side. We'll throw them in the inventory. We'll use that somehow. Everybody's getting these now. If I haven't called you, I'm probably going to be calling you very soon to tell you, hey, great news. We've got a better tank strap. But if you'd like to have these installed on your camper, you're coming through North Carolina, this is an easy thing that we can do while you're coming through. We do need to know ahead of time. So make sure you call and get onto the schedule. So if you have any questions, feel free to throw those down in the comments. You can also reach out to us directly. All of our contact information for Ramble, North Carolina and Ramble, Texas will be right down there in the description. I hope you guys are living riveted. We'll see you down the road. Thanks. Bye.